Have you ever been in the middle of an English conversation, you know exactly what you want to say, but your brain completely freezes? You stand there for 5 or 10 seconds, looking at the other person, saying, while your brain frantically translates word for word from your native language into English. You try to check the grammar rules, convert the vocabulary, reorder the sentence structure, and by the time you are finally ready to speak, the conversation has already moved on. It is exhausting, isn't it? Welcome to day 1 of our 30-day English Mastery series. If you have ever felt like you have a slow, laggy computer inside your brain that has to run a translation program every time you open your mouth, today is the day we change that. Because here is the blunt truth. You cannot achieve true fluency as long as you are translating in your head. When you translate, you are using double the energy. You think of a thought in your native language, convert it to grammar rules, translate the vocabulary, reconstruct the sentence in English, and then speak it out. That is a 4-step process for a simple sentence like, I am going to eat lunch. No wonder you feel exhausted. Native speakers do not do this. Advanced speakers do not do this. They skip steps 1, 2, and 3. They go straight from thought, directly to English. Today, I am going to give you a step-by-step roadmap to kill your inner translator and train your brain to think directly in English, even if you are currently at an intermediate level. Before we fix the problem, let's understand why your brain does this in the first place. From the day we start learning a second language, most traditional schools teach us through translation. They give you a word in English and tell you the exact equivalent word in your native language. Cat means cat. Run means run. So, your brain builds a permanent bridge between English and your native language. Every time you see or hear an English word, your brain crosses that bridge to your native language to find the meaning. But here is the issue. Languages do not map onto each other one-to-one. Different languages have completely different sentence structures, idioms, and emotional nuances. When you translate word for word, you end up creating unnatural, awkward English. For example, in many languages, people say, I have 25 years, when talking about age. But in English, we say, I am 25 years old. If you translate directly from your native brain, you say, I have 25 years. While people might understand you, it sounds unnatural and causes instant hesitation because your brain senses that something is wrong. Translating creates 3 massive problems. First, it causes long, awkward pauses while you search for the correct translation. Second, it makes your spoken English sound stiff and robotic. And third, it mentally drains you within 5 minutes of a real conversation. So, how do we destroy this bridge and build a direct link between your thoughts and English? I want you to view thinking in English not as a talent, but as a muscle. Right now, that muscle is weak because you haven't been training it. Here is how you train it, step by step, starting today. Step 1, single word association. Don't start by trying to think whole complex thoughts in English. Start small. Look around the room you are in right now. Look at the objects. Instead of thinking of the object in your native language and then translating it to English, label it directly in English. Look at your desk. Don't think of the native word for table. Look at it and think, table. Look at your phone. Phone. Look at the window. Window. Look at your coffee mug. Mug. Do this silently throughout your day. When you walk outside, label what you see. Car, tree, sky, building, person. What you are doing here is cutting out your native language as the middleman. You are connecting the visual image directly to the English word. Step 2, simple one-sentence narrations. Once single words feel effortless, move to one-sentence descriptions of your life in real time. Act like you are the narrator of your own movie. When you wake up in the morning and turn off your alarm, think, I am waking up. When you walk into the kitchen, I am making coffee. When you open the door, it is cold today. When you sit down at your desk, I need to start working. Notice these sentences are extremely simple. Present continuous, simple present. No complex grammar, no complicated tenses. Just basic, real-time narration. If you don't know a word, do not stop to look it up in a translation dictionary immediately. Describe it with words you already know. If you forget the word for kettle, just think. The thing that boils water. That keeps your brain moving in English without falling back onto your native language. Step 3, Self-talk and internal debates. This is where the magic happens. We talk to ourselves in our heads all day long. We plan our day, we worry about things, we decide what to eat for dinner. Start doing this self-talk in English for just 5 minutes a day. When you are deciding what to eat, have the conversation in your head in English. What should I eat for dinner tonight? I had pasta yesterday, so maybe I will make rice today. But I don't have vegetables. Okay, I need to go to the store first. Notice how natural that is? You aren't reciting a textbook passage. You are processing real thoughts using English words. If you do this for 5 minutes every morning, your brain starts accepting English as a default language for thinking. Step 4, change your environment. Your brain defaults to translating because your whole environment is set up in your native language. You need to force small environmental shifts. Change your phone's language settings to English. You use your phone hundreds of times a day. Seeing settings, notifications, messages, and battery in English creates constant micro-exposures. Write your daily to-do list in English. Instead of writing tasks in your native language, write, call client, buy milk, clean room. Search for things on Google in English. If you want to look up a recipe or a tech solution, type it in English. To help you build this habit, let's look at 3 natural conversational phrases you can use right away when your brain experiences a pause, so you sound natural even when you are searching for words. Instead of making long silence or saying, wait, how do you say? In your native language, use these native filler phrases. Number 1. How should I put this? For example, the project went well, but, how should I put this, we need more time. This gives your brain 2 to 3 seconds to think without breaking the flow of English. Number 2. It's on the tip of my tongue. For example, what was his name again? Ah, it is on the tip of my tongue. Use this when you know a word but cannot retrieve it immediately. Number 3. What I mean to say is. For example, it was a complicated situation. What I mean to say is, it wasn't easy for anyone. Use this when you started a sentence awkwardly and want to reset without translating. Notice how using these phrases keeps your brain operating 100% in English even when you hit a block. We have covered a lot of ground today. But learning without action is completely useless. So here is your day 1 challenge. Starting right after you finish watching this video. Spend 3 minutes walking around your room labeling 15 items directly in English. Then, spend 2 minutes narrating what you are going to do next. Out loud or in your head. Do not aim for perfection. Aim for momentum. If you make a grammar mistake in your head, who cares? Nobody is listening to your thoughts. The only goal today is to stop translating and start connecting real life directly to English words. If you found value in day 1, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below telling me. What is one thing in your room right now that you just labeled in English? Tomorrow, for day 2, we are breaking down the 15-minute daily routine to speak English fluently, a step-by-step daily system you can follow even if you are super busy. Thank you for watching, keep practicing, stop translating, and I will see you in day 2.